royalties. Welcome to another episode of Royal Glow. I'm Lily, and today we're going to talk about an important subject, which is the hate against Black women. Yeah, because it's not just about racism or about sexism. It is actually the complex and painful reality of both, which is called misogynoir. And today we're going to explore where the hates come from, how it's actually shown in the media, relationship, and also workplaces, and what we can do about it, because that's the most important. Actually, we have the problem, but what can we do about it? So you're going to say to me, girl, what actually is misogynoir? Actually, the term was coined by professor and writer Moya Bailey, and the term described the specific hatred, prejudice, and discrimination directed at Black women. In a unique blend of anti-Black racism and sexism, Black women are constantly judged because they can be too loud or they can be too angry. It's not even they can be. People are saying Black women are too loud or too angry or too sexual or too masculine, and they are not feminine enough. Like, who the heck have the definition of being feminine? Like, who? Just tell me who. And somehow, at the same time, they are invisible. They are too this, they are too that, they are too this, they are too loud, they are too aggressive, they are too masculine, they are too, sexual. But at the same time, they're nowhere to be seen. How comes? How comes? Actually, this double standard are deeply rooted in colonial history, slavery, and stereotypes that followed. Let's talk about the media. Black women are often portrayed in damaging roles, because we have the angry Black woman. So we have the angry Black woman, we have the mommy, the person who actually there for everyone, but she's silenced. You can't hear her, but she's there for everyone. Not even for herself, no, for everyone. And you also have, the hypersexualized Jezebel. Yeah, Black women are over sexualized, and this is a thing I don't understand why. Because if she's to this, why you hypersexualize her? That's the thing. And also, she can be like, you can hear that Black women are emotionless. Who says? Because she seems strong. She's portrayed as a strong Black woman, so she's emotionless. Like, huh? Sorry, but huh? And you can actually have those representations through TV shows, series, like, yeah, series, TV shows, or even in movies. Like, how comes? Who told you that? Who told you Black women are like that? And this actually stereotype damage are actually damaging. Sorry. Who told you that? Bring back together. And actually, these representations are actually damaging women and how they are treated in real life with their bosses, their actually lovers, with teachers, with doctors, or even if with police officer, and sometimes in their own communities. And that's actually unbelievable. Like in your own community, you can't even feel safe because the image which actually is portrayed about you as a Black woman. And I think that's something like really critical. And that's actually something says a lot about our society, actually, like nowadays society, I mean, because you can just think and see how media treated figures like Serena Williams, Viola Davis, and also Megan Success sometimes. And those critics are not just about what they say or what they did or do. It's about who they are, who they truly are. Because if you actually deep dive a little bit, it's about racism and sexism. It's not just about what they're saying at the moment or what they said before. It's who they are now and who and how popular they are and why they are so popular. Like, that's the thing. And that's really sad, I think. Like, instead of actually cheerleading and pushing those women to represent like a community and also represent women, they're just tearing you down. Like, why are you doing that? As a media or as a person of your own people, like she's a Black woman, and I don't know, maybe like Serena Williams were saying that people were saying that she is too masculine. She looked too masculine. Maybe she can be like maybe she's a man. Like what the? Maybe she's a man. Who says that? Because you don't like the fact that she's good in what she's doing, you start to actually make up some things about her. And that's the same thing for Viola Davis. Sometimes people will say, oh, she's not beautiful. She's not like what we actually imagine in our head. First of all, she's Black, but she's talented. But okay, she's talented. Let's talk about her talent. Why are you talking about how she looks? Why are you talking about that? Talk about her talents. Maybe she's not beautiful for you as a person who actually hates Black women, but she's beautiful to someone else. She's beautiful to someone else. So you don't have any talent, but you're talking about a woman who actually achieved a lot of things in her life. And because she's Black, you're talking about that. What? And we also have Megan Success, who actually is depicted as a narcissist, or she's not, sometimes you can see that she's fake or something like that. But people will never talk about, there are some people who are talking about that, but never, ever, ever you will see something in the media, actually, UK media, who actually, which actually are not talking about what she actually achieved in her day, or what she actually achieved in her life. They will talk about small things, and sometimes they will actually insulting her. They will actually arrest her, but never, ever, ever you will actually hear something nice, something good about her and what she actually achieved in her life. It's all the time about how she's fake, how she looks narcissistic, and how everything she's doing is lame. Like, if you don't want to talk about someone, if you don't like Megan's success, why are you talking about her? If you don't want to hear about her, if you don't want to see her, if you don't want to I don't know, if you don't want to hear a thing about her, why are you talking about her? And also, if you hate her so much, why are you talking about her? If you don't like someone, you don't talk about her. If you don't like what she's doing, you don't talk about what she's doing. If you're talking about what someone is doing or who she is, maybe it's because she's bringing something in your life. I don't know, the satisfaction of something, of being a hateful person. Like, that's, I don't know, that's like beyond me to believe that human being can be so mean and can be so heartless toward Black women. Like, really, talk about what someone achieved, not who they are as a woman. That's it, legit. And all that sexism and racism and all that misogynoir just showed up in real life in heartbreaking ways, because studies actually say and show that Black women are less likely to be believed when they report a pain or abuse, because they assume that Black women can be hurt because they are too strong. Sorry, you're a Black woman. You can endure that. You can accept actually what happened to you because you're a Black woman. So, no, that's fine. So they won't be believed, and they are more likely to be overpoliced and underprotected. And that's really sad in a society we are living in. That says a lot. Because as a woman, because of your color, you can't be protected. And you are actually overpoliced. Like, why? Why in your mind you think that's a good thing to do? Why in your mind you think it's okay to do that? And that's something that's mesmerized me sometimes about people. And it's not just about white people doing that. It's also in, as I say previously, it's also in Black community. Instead of supporting Black women, you actually under protecting her and also under loving her. Yeah, under loving her, because for you, she doesn't deserve love. She doesn't deserve joy. She doesn't deserve actually happiness. Really? Really, as a human being in your head, because you're supposed to have a brain and think in your head, you saying to yourself it's a good thing to do. I don't know what kind of education people have to think that kind of things. And luckily, that's not everyone. That's not everyone. There is still good people in our society, and that's a good thing. Because in the workplaces also, Black women are often are actually facing often microaggressions or are overlooked for promotions, and are expected to perform emotional labor without acknowledgement. And I'm actually sad, and I'm actually, I don't know, you just kind of, when you actually deeping dive about what Black women actually living every time, every day, it actually sucks and it's sad. Because why people are so mean? You're not good enough in your life. You don't have enough problem in your life to be so mean to a Black woman who actually did nothing to you. Because also in dating history, in their dating and relationships, they can be fetishized. Like, Really? Because sometimes you have men like, oh, I never dated a black woman. I want to date a black woman because I want to know what it's like. Yuck. That's just puke. You just want to puke when you hear that. Okay, you don't know what it's like. You don't know. You want to taste. It's a taste. You want to see if it's good. It's not because they truly want to be with a black woman because they love black women. It's because they want to test it. As you test video games, as you taste your I don't know, your food, as you test your sofa. Yeah, they want to test it. As if it's not good, maybe I will throw it away. Yeah, I pass my, that will pass. Like, who the heck? The heck? And sometimes they're ignored. And also, that's the thing, I'm like, who do that? Who does that? Who do that? Because there are many men, black men, who actually do the same thing. Because they devalued black women. Why are you doing that? What is actually bringing to your life to do that? Nothing. Just tell me, for men who actually do that, what's the hate you have towards black women brings you in your life? I want to know. Tell in the comments if you actually seeing this video. I want to know. We want to know. Tell us. Because that's beyond me to think that this hate, it's normal for black men instead of protection. And the thing people don't know, and because black women are just like, oh, okay, that exists, but this actually won't define my life. They're like, they going through mental health because all that affect their mental health. They're doing, and all the constant invalidation or discrimination can affect her and lead to anxiety. Yes, anxiety. And first of all, you are a woman. You're going through a lot of things. And add to that the discrimination, the invalidation, the hate, the racism, the sexism. And you can say that, oh, she's fine with that. No, she's not. Because she can have anxiety, she can have depression, and she can have also the deep sense of isolation. She can isolate herself. And for someone who actually living in this world right now, in this society right now, I think that's not a good thing to be isolated. You need the love of your people. And having a constant hate and discrimination and racism and sexism as a black woman, I think for those who are actually receiving that, that's not a nice thing to live, and also that's not a nice life, to live in. And if you're isolating yourself, who will protect you? No one, because you can't protect yourself. But you're isolating yourself because you want to protect yourself from people. But you need those people to actually feel love, joy, happiness in order for you to feel good. That's a cycle. And that's sad. That's actually sad. There is a thing. Black women have always fought back. All the time, they always fought back and stand up for themselves. From Sojourner Truth to Audre Lorde, from Angel Davis to Tarana Burke, Black women have seen at the front lines of every social justice movement all the time, always. And today the platform are being used, I think, in the good way, despite like the hate and all. I think they are being used to reclaim the narrative and create good things and healing. And that's a good thing, a good start, actually, in order for Black women to accept who they are, and to accept that people always gonna hate you. You just have to stand up for yourself and heal from the inside of yourself. And the hate they give is not your hate to take. The hate they are giving is not your hate to take. I'm saying it again. Say it with me. The hate they are giving is not the hate you have to take for yourself. No. Always no, because you're in a process of healing for what you're going through as a woman and also as a Black woman. And this means listening and amplifying Black women's voice. Yeah. And calling out all the misogynoir, even if is in your cycle. Even if it's in your cycle, do not be afraid to call it out. Every time it actually shows up, do not be afraid, guys. Because by standing by yourself, for yourself, people are going to reclaim the respect. Reclaim the respect they own to you as a Black woman. That's the thing. Most of the time in social media, most of the time, there is a hate. This hate is historical, is structural, but is not inevitable, not at all. And we have the power actually to name it, to confront it, and to dismantle it. We have that power as a Black woman, and as people, as a woman, as Black women, as people, as human beings. We have to confront it, claim it, and also dismantle it. That's what we have to do. And to all haters, to all Black women haters, because it's not just haters, it's Black women haters, especially. I'm going to say that to you. You can hate if you want. The hate you give, it's your problem. Because Black women gonna always stand for themselves. Always they gonna stand for themselves, because enough is enough. That's easy to talk really bad about Black women, but enough is enough. So you can hate if you want. It's your problem. And also the hate you give is, I think, is the reflection of the hate you have on yourself. But because it's easy to take a target to hate on, you are choosing Black women. But too bad, they are standing for themselves. And sometimes actually I think that can be hard, that can be love. Yeah, because sometimes they loved you, or they loved you. They loved you as a Black woman. But because you actually, as a Black woman, you reject them, they say, okay, she has the audacity to reject me because she's a Black woman, because I say I like her. I'm going to hate on her. I'm going to hate on them. And sometimes it's just love. Sometimes it's just because you want to love. Sometimes it's just because you want to talk about something. But sometimes it's just love. Or the reflection you have on the hate you have against yourself, inside yourself. But because you can't do the work, the necessary work in order to love yourself, you want to hate on someone else, and you choose Black women. That's the thing. But never mind. You will never admit it. And to all Black women listening, to all Black women out there, let me tell you something. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You are all of that. And you're worthy of protection, of love and joy. So do not care about what people actually think about you and who you are. Do not care about what they're saying about your skin color. Do not care about that. Do not care. Never let someone else tell you what is your worth and what you deserve. Never let someone tell you that. Thank you, royalties, for tuning in today's episode of Royal Glow. If today's episode actually resonated with you, please share, rate, and also subscribe. It's free. But until next time, stay strong, stay thin, and also flex in your own complexion. Bye, royalties.